And welcome to Under Center with Kirk Cousins.
Cousins from under center, straight drop. It's another deep shot. Center of the field, caught it on the run. 20-15-10, touchdown.
The one and only Joe Mauer, Kirk. And one of you guys was recruited heavily out of high school to be a starting quarterback for college, but I can't remember which one that was. But Kirk, I'll let you take it away.
Well, first of all, Joe, thanks so much for joining us today. It's a thrill to talk to you. Can you just kind of start by giving us an update as to where life is now and life as a dad and as a family man and now retired from pro sports? Can you kind of give us an update?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me, guys, and thanks, Rosie, for that introduction. That was great. But, yeah, it's retired, which in my mind I thought things were going to slow down a little bit, but I have 3 children now, and it's been crazy, but it's been great. It's been great to be at home and to first hand see some of the accomplishments that they make every single day. I know you guys might know the story, but I decided to retire on a Monday, and my son was born on that Wednesday of that week. So that's what I've been doing in retirement. I dove right into being full-time dad, and I've been loving every minute of it.
That's great. Now, are your girls taken to sports already? Do you see a favorite sport for either of them, or is it still too early to tell?
Yeah, it's pretty early. I actually made my coaching debut this year. Coaching the girls' first grade soccer team, here with a bunch of their little classmates. So we're doing well. We're running hard, and we're working together, and we're having a good time. But I found out that being the assistant coach is probably the best gig. More of a motivational coach, and that's right up my alley.
I like that. I'm gonna keep that in mind when retirement. I'm taking notes right now about retirement from you, but I'd like the assistant coach. That's a good tip for me when I get into retirement. Coach Fleck, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for coming on. I'll just get it started with a question. What has been your message to your football team all offseason, coming off such a memorable season with such an emotional high?
Well, first of all, 1 year, right, has nothing to do with the following year. They're all its own different entities. It's a completely different team that we had last year. We have some different strengths. We have some different weaknesses. We've got some things that we've got to continue to get better at. It's the identity of the football team's different, but the culture is the same. And so we want to take that next right step of our program. And as basically what you said you did at Michigan State, we want to continue to do. That doesn't mean you're going to win 12 games every single year or 11 games every single year, but you want to constantly be in the fight and be in the hunt. We talked this year about the bamboo tree. In year 4, that bamboo tree can grow from 1 foot all the way to 90 feet in year 4, why it takes the first 3 years to develop that root system. So we want our real roots to develop the bamboo in year 4, but we're going to have to earn it. Nothing's ever guaranteed. All we continue to do is find a way to stack chances on top of each other to give us the best chance to have a really successful football team on and off the field as we build this character of this football team and the identity of this team, which has been a challenge for everybody this year, being able to do it virtually, then coming back together, then separating again, and now hopefully coming back together here very soon for what we hopefully feel is a season right around the corner.
Kirk, we have a very special guest today. We like to call him one of us. When you're from Minneapolis or Edina, he's one of us no matter what travels he takes after he leaves the Twin City area. We're talking about longtime tennis pro Marty Fish, who's adorned in his Vikings hat today as well. But Marty, I'm going to turn back the clock very quickly. I know this is something you remember, but when you were, I believe, 3 years old, my longtime colleague, R.J. Fritz at WCCO, did a story, I believe, with your dad on top of the old tennis bubble at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. And there you were at the age of 3, I believe, hitting tennis balls over the net. And it became a big part of your bio that still exists on Wikipedia.
Isn't that funny? Yes, I remember it too. They said I was 2. I was 3. I just turned 3 like a few days before. I think the place was called the Downtown Athletic Club. My father was a tennis teacher there, and they needed some content, obviously, pretty badly. And they got a young little kid who liked tennis for sure, but whose dad pushed him a little bit towards liking that sport. And here we are about 35 years later, Still with the Vikings hat on, still talking about it.
Rudy told me a story, and I want you to confirm it if it's true. He said several years ago, you were up here, I believe, and he and Christian Ponder went over to a tennis court of some kind and were hitting with you. And they said, give us your all-out serve, like the best you can do. And they said that with multiple tries, they could not even get their racket on the ball. Not one time. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I remember hitting with them. I remember again, like Christian was fun to root for there in Minnesota as well. He's such a good dude. But yeah, we went out to Lifetime Fitness or some sort of club out there, indoor club, and yeah, that's probably true. I mean, they haven't played a whole lot of tennis in their life,
Yeah.
and if you haven't played a whole lot of tennis, there's that box doesn't seem super big, the serve box to hit it in, but from my eyes, the way you're standing, if you're standing
Wow.
even a little bit left or a little bit right of where I'm used to, I can usually sneak one by you. So they were probably standing in the wrong spot, and I probably tried to hit them a few times with like a body serve or something like that too, just to be fun. But
I love it.
yeah, I do it every once in a while. Kind of go out there with some friends and give them maybe a 135 or 140 and see how they like it.
And welcome back to Under Center with Kirk Cousins. And Kirk, we have a very special guest today who made quite the splash on Sunday afternoon, rookie wide receiver Justin Jefferson. And Justin, first of all, I know you didn't get the desired result, but you certainly turned a lot of heads on Sunday with your play. How did it feel personally to kind of have this breakout game, to get the national attention, but more importantly, feel like you're really setting in with this team right now?
It feels great, honestly. It helped my confidence a lot just being out there and just making those big plays for the team. Coach Coop, just gave me that opportunity to go out there and start yesterday, and I made the most of that opportunity. So I'm just really here to make a big part of this offense and to get some wins.
If you could break down your touchdown reception from your vantage point, I'll let the quarterback describe it from his vantage point, but it certainly turned a lot of heads in the game, and you're not just – all your skills seem to be on display on that play.
We've been working with that play in practice, repeatedly, and, we've seen the matchups, and, it was a great look, and, he threw a wonderful ball, and, I just made some plays after the catch, so that's all it really was to it.
I gotta ask. Tell me about the dance. Tell me about the gritty.
The gritty, it came from my hometown in New Orleans, and really we just took it from LSU, and we brought it to the league, and now all around the world, different teams are doing it. And I had to make something special about it because everybody's been doing it, so I had to make sure that I was the big dog of the dance.
Now, when you decided to leave and enter your name in the NFL draft, were you confident you'd be a first rounder? When it came to draft day, were you anxious, nervous? Were you just having fun with the process? Can you share a little bit about that decision to leave, and then what draft day was like in terms of your expectations?
I mean, the season just was phenomenal. It really was a dream. I can't really tell you the experience that I had. It was once in a lifetime experience, and it was one of the best moments I ever had in my life to have, a quarterback that's named Heisman, setting records. Us going to the national championship in New Orleans and winning there and being 15-0, named probably one of the best teams to ever play in history,
Definitely.
College football. So, I have goosebumps now even thinking about it. So it's been crazy, and I just sat down with my family and really just talked about it, what we were going to do, and what would be the best decision for me. And we all thought I had a phenomenal season and was good enough for me to come out. So that's what I did, and we stuck with it. And the draft and everything was great. I had all of my family there. Of course, I would like to be in Vegas, having the time of my life, but just the circumstances. I was glad to be with my family all at home, and having a good home cooked meal, and just having those excited faces around me. So I'll take that experience.
Kirk, our special guest tonight is Eric Wilson, who is the only player in the NFL right now with 2 quarterback sacks and 2 interceptions, which is saying something. And I know a teammate that you really enjoy playing with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, Eric Wilson, thanks so much for joining the show. Want to ask you a few questions, allow our fan base to get to know you a little better. But can you take us through the interception Sunday night and kind of your process on that play and what you saw and take us through it.
2nd and 9 from the Seattle 38. 3 receivers left. Wilson shotgun. Looks left, sees nothing. Runs away from Ngakoue. Now he passes right. Intercepted Eric Wilson. They picked off Russell Wilson with 5:45 to go. They put fatigue on the indefatigable, and they have turned over the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, it was. I think I had the running back. I think we were in man coverage that play, and the running back flared out. So I hurried out to get him, and then he was super close to the sideline. So I was like, I'm gonna get this guy out of bounds, just get him out of the play completely, so I don't have to just keep chasing this guy around. And then Russ likes to scramble, so I got my eyes back, and EK actually put some good pressure on him, and he threw that ball up, and I seen it. And I just went up and got that thing, man. It was awesome to make that play for our team.
Yeah, I just want to say, Eric, I don't think you've even scratched the surface of who you can be as a player. I think your best days are ahead of you. I think you're a tremendous player for our team, and I think you got a long, bright career ahead of you in this league. And having been an undrafted player, I just think it says a lot about you and who you are as a person and a player. So I can't wait to see your success up ahead. Hopefully.
I appreciate that. Man.